punch them in the face, indeed. SNE will get the ops ward down. Nande was scouted, but they also saw them vice versa with that ward placed down. Days will spot Nande. Counties will be going 2 for 2. Okay, Kaori finds the one remaining in the river. And that's a D ward.
Who wants cookies?
XP.
Well, too bad. Who wants cookies? Well, too bad.
36 XP split among 2. Sorry, 72 split among 2, so 36 each.
Denied.
There's almost enough Estonian players to create a pro team in Dota as well. We remember Anko from the Untitled Chapter roster. You have X and E here in the mid lane from Pipsqueak+4. Of course, you have a little puppy. And I remember back in the day, there was also a guy called Rab8. Or Rabbit. He was also playing in the support position for some teams, like the Finnish Helsinki Reds, I remember at one point. That's already a first blood for Pipsqueak, but who would be the 5th Estonian Dota player? There he was. Real Toxie. I remember Real Toxie. We had a chance to talk back when he was in Finland. I also made friends with Kira. Kira, who is also friends with a lot of the players who are on the server right now. Yeah, one of the Swiss Dota players out there. He hasn't, of course, been playing for many years now. Have abilities to go with. Will Shredder was still on cooldown for Kaori. Maybe if he had it up, then there would have been a chance. He's already picked up the brown boots, so he's got so much more movement speed above anybody else.
Does this hurt? I love it when you resist.
They're gonna try and intervene for that 4-minute Lotus, and Daze plants a perfect set of Bramble Mazes there. They're unable to go into the Lotus pool, but at the same time, Mixa taking tons of dot damage. Gets the Lotus from Daze, and now Nande will skip or miss out on the kill because of it. He's got a spear though, and that will take Mixa down just before he dies. They both speared each other's. One spear into another spear. Yeah. Yeah, the Javelin Masters going up against each other's. Trying to go on Shad here. They'll break through the refraction. A lot of burst there onto TA. Force another set of tangos off of him. Kaori still has that Lotus on him too. Lelis. I like how he's keeping that spirit up there for a bit longer. He's got the higher movement speed than Kaori. He should be able to get another punch in, but let's go.
Doesn't even describe it.
I love it when you resist.
Radiant have fortified their structures.
Yep. Yeah, they can keep poking Shad now from a safe distance. There's not much that Lilith and Shad can do against this duo. And that Dominator is going to be coming up on that Centaur fairly soon. I really like how Kaori is constantly preventing Lelis from getting the pull through. He's tried this like 3 times now. Snap with boots, constantly stepping in between. And now they're going to go on the poke for Shad once again. High amounts of nuke. Onto Shad. Yayo holds his front here. Yeah, they are absolutely getting destroyed in this lane.
Fire have fortified their structures.
Well, it's getting bullied by Kaori. Might even die to her. 2 more hits. Actually, you're gonna need a couple more because of the... I think that was a ricochet right there. No, actually, yeah, it was on 144. Never mind. Oh yeah, that's the buck. It's the buckshot, not the ricochet.
We're beating on Dire's top tower.
Nice dodge there. That still could have connected on the Shadow Realm, but he is able to get away from that. Daro will put the pressure on Daze, apply the frost, then apply the fire, keep the chase up. Gets rooted by Daze though. He's like, oh damn, I wish Roshan was here. Now he walks out of the pit. Oh, he's breaking angles. The classic. Daro spells already. Shadow Realm up, regenerating with the Tango. But yeah, he's not getting out of this one. This is such a long battle, which Daze is going to win. Sorry, which Kadaro is going to win in the end.
You pay for this.
A little bit of help from Kaori. Yeah. There was stick charges on the Jakiro. He would have been able to get the dual breath off. It took a while, but Kaori will sneak in for this kill. Now he's going back to the Wisdom Rune. Pick that one up. He's going to go 1 for 1 on both sides and finish his mana boots maybe in the next minute or 2. Now the Dominator also up on the Centaur. This pressure is going to start amounting on this top lane. Couple creeps away from hitting level 6 as well on the Centaur, so Stampede will be available very soon. That will also give protection to this bottom lane because there's no arena for the Mars just quite yet. And Nande already has his level 6, so I have to start creating more illusions. A lot of pinging coming through because the Queen of Pain is on his way. They've got Nande speared up. Doppelganger is also pulled out. They'll drop the Sonic Wave. They won't hesitate twice. Stoikov will secure this one for Mixa. Kadaro, nowhere to go with Jakiro. I'll get 2.
We die as we live together.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, that cost him quite a lot there. Trying to dodge a Shadow Realm only to have a Quap literally rotating in. Stoikov is in trouble though. Stampede has popped as well, and he's trying for 1 more second to get that blink off cooldown, but XNE runs down Stoikov.
Dire's top tower is gone.
And Ember will also get his kill on the Quap.
Isn't going to last long.
No TPing out from an Ice Path either, so that's another for Pipsqueak+4. And now 2k ahead. Yayo finished off the top tower. Shad is forced into the jungle to farm up. PL can continue laning, so there's going to be a net worth difference between the 2 carries now. Really good early game here from Pipsqueak. Now they get to play this Ember tempo. So he knows he's got nowhere to go.
Powerful enemy.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away. It looks like Dire fortified their structures. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. I guess Radiant fortified their structures. Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
I just spotted a very useless detail. I want to call it out. Just a Daro kill. So, Yayo used the Dominator creep to stack a camp, which also meant that the Dominated creep got a neutral camp stack buff. So instead of giving 100 gold, it gave 101 gold. Very useless detail, but that's apparently how the code works. Daze is 12 HP. Ember can't get in range necessarily. It's going to be very close because that Slate still has its AoE of its own. But that is an escape, if something, by Daze. He needs that 6.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And stacking up some even more agents for himself. Another Stampede is used here as they're chasing down targets. Daze is dead. Lelis is dead. These supports still can't hit their level 6s, while Kadaro and Kaori are already getting closer to level 7.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long. Dire's middle tower just went down. Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Oh no, Lelis is gonna die again, isn't he? Actually, Stoikov is the one that they target. There's the Queen of Pain, just got insta-rooted. He TP'd in from... Wait, he didn't actually even TP in. He just came straight from the jungle into the lane, only to get killed. So, with the spear, they'll lock down the Jakiro. They'll get closer, have the arena ready, trying to force into some kind of reaction here from Pipsqueak+4. Trying to get everybody into the Macropire. That ain't gonna work. Shat on the chase now. Kaori getting slowed up by traps. There's another in 5 seconds. They'll get the courier from XN, who turns around onto the Mars with the vessel.
Dire's bottom tower needs some help.
Doesn't get the Slate to connect on Meeks, otherwise he probably would have died from the vessel ticks. Kaori and XN will get the haste rune secured for the Ember. Can probably continue playing. There's a hill troll here with a web available.
Speedy rune of haste.
Yeah, but his hill troll finds a target, and suddenly there's 3 heroes from Pipsqueak+4 to stack on top of Daze and take down the Willow.
Myself, except I'm never been killed by an old lady.
Look at this build, too. Going for a completely different build right now with the Maelstrom build up. The Mickey build, yeah.
Radiant's top tower
They know
is
where
under
Shat is.
attack.
The scan's right on point. XN, Kaori, Yayo, they'll all show up here. Nothing that Shat can do. Should have blown up. Another kill for XN. Dominating spree now. And all 3 cores ahead of OG. Mixa getting pushed back. PL has already finished the Ags. Nande is not an easy target to kill anymore either. The arena from the Mars, but Meeks is almost dead because of it. There's this Snapfire, Mortimer's Kisses flying in only for a couple hits, and then it's done. Daze on the run. They're stampeding in, trying to gain possession of this area and push back OG. But one thing that is clear difference, like a night and day difference here for Pipsqueak+4 is the fact that Nande got a good hero for this game, and he's not afraid to use it right now. They are playing very aggressive, and they're taking full control of the map. If this was something we saw from that Broodmother gameplay,
Dire's
could
bottom
have been
tower is
a
being
very
chipped
different
away.
match. But this is probably what I was waiting for from Pipsqueak+4 is just that courage to do things. They're facing elimination. You gotta do something. And it feels like they just caught OG off guard at the right moment.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire Snow fortified their structures. Dire's bottom tower is being taken away.
Yep. They're getting caught in mid as well, so they'll catch themselves something on the side of OG. That is the Sonic Wave spent for it, though. So that is a heavy resource to use, but they'll drop it if it is a dominating spree. Enemy Ember Spirit coming into play. And as that is being said as well, do remember, folks, that this qualifier is being played for a LAN event, the Fissure Playground 2 Dota tournament, brought to you by Fissure, played in Belgrade, Serbia on the 31st of October to the 2nd of November is the main event. So make sure you grab your tickets and get your way into Serbia. We'll see you there for the LAN. Nande is also caught in here. Big pickup here if they can just get the kill. Cookie saved, but he's doppelgangered already. And Nande down to Shad. Guitarro will fall as well. And Shad's first appearance, not even with a maelstrom on this man. But it was a much-needed rotation. OG bring in 5 heroes, no Sonic Wave, but just with the help of the arena, and Nande being slightly too deep without the backup of his allies. OG fight back.
Of course.
Also realized that they run out of tools to work with, so they just back out. But Shad is sticking nearby. However, he's got no way of going in. So Days will be sold to the highest bidder, that being Kidaro.
Worthy tribute.
Radiant's courier has been killed. They always go after the courier.
Yeah, you got 3 bounty runes, which means 6 bottle charges to regenerate, and also takes down Nande's courier. So a ton of gold there picked up by the Queen of Pain.
Tower is under attack.
Never refuse gold given.
Net worth is even now. That almost 5,000 gold lead that they had is it's completely evaporated.
Are those cracks in Dire's top tower?
Better spot.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower isn't going to
See if
last
they can
long.
cup a feel for this game. Try to get that 2-0 still on the board. These next fights are going to be very crucial. Kidaro is already right there with the Ice Path Macro Fire onto the Dark Willow. Nothing else. He regenerates through it. Doesn't send out the Terrorize just quite yet. He only hits it onto the Jakiro. Couldn't interrupt the one of his kisses, but they got the Ember locked in at XN. Is he going down? Is he not? 200 HP. And he jumps into the wave. Another right click to connect, but it's not going to take him down. Meanwhile, Days will fall to Kaori, and OG will miss out on the kill, but the Ember's not out of it yet. He will get the teleport
beating on Dire's
in the trees. But a very close attempt. Very close attempt there to take down the Ember again with little resources, or less resources than they had the last time around to just nuke him down. Ooh. Yeah, that Lancelot, like if you got a lot of illusions around you, throwing in a Spirit Lance suddenly nukes very, very, very high. I haven't done the math behind it, how much damage you can actually do with this, because it's 280 damage. So 25% of that is dealt per illusion. So 65 times how many illusions can you actually make? With Juxtapose, you have 8. So 8 times 60. Okay, so an extra, let's say 500 damage as magical on top of 280. So you do like almost 800 nuke. Sounds balanced.
Stop plotting. We have revenge tonight.
No chance.
course, when you have the axe picked up, right? So if you're running through enemies to get those quick illusions to pop and then suddenly throw in a spear, everyone's going to be panicking at that moment. Plus, you've got the defusal ready now. One of the core items on a PL. I do remember watching some pro game, like some really high MMR pub, like top 100 players, and I'm like, why is this PL not building defusal? Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
Yeah.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom tower.
Well, even the butterfly is pretty good, but then I just saw this build of like Manta Scotty, and he was literally doing 10% damage to all of his enemies. It's like, this is our carry. You have no damage. That was a pretty horrible game. So yeah, butterfly I already like, if you're not going for the diffusal, but because you're swapping a damage item into another damage item, and you're not just going defensive and stats. Look at OG. The whole posse is here. Only to find illusions. Nande has already moved away. This is the first tower. This is the first tower if OG can get it. 21 minutes in.
Cracks in Dire's top tower?
Oh, didn't mean to open the console there. Here comes Nande.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Yeah, it looked like Daze is just going to be the one to fall right away. He's able to dodge the chain slight. Dara will set up the ice path, and Nande is going to be there to clean up Daze. Die to the illusions. Lelis is trying to slow that that advance. Right. Does Stoikov have any progress to his BKB build-up yet? No, so he only has Kaya, Blade Mail, has nothing queued up yet, but we could suspect, there we go. I was about to say, we could suspect BKB is coming up next time. That's literally what's on his quick buy right now. Hello. Did he? Oh yeah, he's got a hammer on the courier. He's got a hammer in his inventory. Kaori, what's up with that?
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Behold,
I just want to see him pick up that Deso because this is definitely a highlight-worthy item right here. My man's going, he's going carry here at some point of the game. Queen of Pain perfectly locked down, but just not enough dot damage. The Glimmer will save from that Vessel take damage. Now forcing out a nice fear into the Echo Stomp as well. Yayo, low on HP, so is Nandek. Stoikov will fall first, and Daze gets deleted by Kaori's Desolator. Mixa almost gets the bonk to kill both Yayo and the Snapfire, and he's out of mana. He'll just go in for the right click to take down the Snap. Hidaro, nice Ice Path, holding that Mars' advances, but a nice stomp from Lelis will sleep Jakiro. Knock him straight back. And Shad gets to work. Will be a 2-for-2 trade. Pipsqueak+4. They're heavily damaged, but they will not win this fight in the end. It's a pretty even trade. You see the Sonic Wave damage and everything. Quap was able to get everything out before retreating.
like a dip in the sacred rules. Gold for my forge. A lucky find.
Yep.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help. Dire's topped it out
Meanwhile, Yayo has been found in the jungle. He was already low to begin with, even with 36.5 HP regen, but Mixa, Stoikov, Days all stacked together. And that's going to be tower number 1. They never finished that mid T1, so this bot T1 will finally open up the map for OG. And as we're at the 25-minute mark, a good reminder for you to folks as well to head over to Fissure's YouTube channel with !F into chat, or click the banner below the stream and click the follow button, as there's a ton of updates coming up and already have been during the course of the last weeks.
I love it when you resist.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Smoke up from OG right behind Shad. Usually when your TA is coming in this deep, there's something going on. Lelis will run into Kaori. Fighting for this Roshan these next 4 minutes. We are going to see an engagement here.
They're beating on
just get it right away. They found the right one too. Into the spear. There's a chance to lock down the PL. That's the right target. And they caught him. No. The big Lotus heal, but still Nande trying to survive. Runs into the wall of the arena. And Stoikov is getting Roche bashed out of all things. Gets denied. Roshan says no. Shad will chase down Yayo and get that Centaur kill going for OG. Sent's got his blink coming up, but no can do. Meanwhile, Kaori's found as well. And that will be a triple for Shad. And just like that, Roche is secured for OG. And man, what a precast duels onto the right PL. Everything dealt by Mixa to start things off with. Just the first stun, gets speared into the Roche, but he's not going to take the Aegis again. Don't give it to him again. Don't give it to him again. Yeah, they take the kill this time around. Mixa has already kept this PL busy, and XN is also on the hunt for a Mars kill. That Glimmer is soaking up again that vessel damage, but he won't be able to blink away right away as Daze is going down, and Mixa will finally drop to XN. But Pipsqueak+4 are just a little bit too late with their respawn timers. They cannot take a full-on fight. Kitara also calls for a minute.
You are currently in a Dota 2 pause game. Please remain calm.
The battle resumes.
Yeah, mostly that net worth difference as well is about 1500 to 2000 gold between the supports of Pipsqueak+4 versus OG, and then there's that almost 4,000 gold, almost 5,000 gold gap between the two carries in this game. So Shad, if game 1 was a bit of a snooze fest for him, he's 8-1-3 in this one.
It looks like Dire fortified their structures. Appreciate Dire just denied their top tower.
Well, this gets the deny before Yayo's Centaur gets the right click in. It's the hit on the right tick. We'll be able to deny a tier 2 tower. Tormentor is going to be respawning in a few minutes as well. Who picked the Tormentor shard to begin with? I think I can find the data. Oh, it went for a Kaori. So the Snapfire got the cookie for the key upgrade. Ember's almost done with the Ags. We haven't really talked too much about items here, but I do see a round of items now coming up for Pipsqueak. You mentioned the Heart on PL, the Ember Ags, the Blink on Snap, 1,000 gold away. I'm still pondering this Desolator and its impact in this game. Like, what is the plan on this?
Radiant's top tower has looked better.
Maybe it is, yeah.
Radiant's top tower deserves just as much help as bottom. Dire's bottom tower needs some help. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I also think, like, if you're going on the route of a Desolator on this Snapfire, after the Blink, you should definitely pick up that Dragon Lance. Otherwise, you're not getting the Desolator debuff uptime on your opponents. You're just putting yourself in very risky positions. The only thing you can use that Blink for is that Quick's little Shredder burst. And ensure you got a lot of minus armor on a single
top
target.
Tower deserves just as much help as bottom. Radiant structures have been snow fortified. Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, you still got the scaling if Kaori wants to play the core Snapfire later on in this game, but I don't think you're going to get to that point when OG is jumping you. Chad is also TPing in. He'll pick up another for himself. 9-1-3 now. Monster kill streak.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Murders isn't honest living, but I pay some bills.
The wave is... where's the wave, actually? He doesn't even have a wave, like, anywhere nearby. I think it's just respawning here, so... I think that's what Jakiro was up to. Clean up that wave, prevent them from actually pushing that top lane. Might even be up by the time the wave gets there. See what's going to go down here with smoke towards the bottom lane by Pipsqueak+4. Phase on the walk away. Ember might have saw a glimpse off of the Dark Willow, but he might have also just put in a blind spot. But now they spot him. The high ground again. No chains to connect. Oh, that's really good. Yep. Oh, and what a shard they got from the Tormentor. It's on the Quap. Oh, that is huge. Absolutely. That extra silencing tool. If the Manta has already been burnt out, there's no way you can survive.
Fit for a queen.
illusion.
Xen is constantly targeting Stoikov. Miksa, he's got trees behind to get that spear. Forcing out the TP from Kaori. He will join in. Everybody else is here except for the PL. Alright, PL has also finished his teleport. Yayo missing the stun. Xen is also right there. The chains onto in the river. They got the Ice Bath and the Macropire. Miksa soaking up that Macropire damage as it's only on the magical end of things. And drops the arena. Has Nande. Has Deio. The BKB comes out from the Centaur. They're focusing down to the Queen of Pain, Stoikov. He does get the BKB up, but looks of it. He's able to walk away, but Xen, they're going to get silent. Can't go for the instant chase, but Shad takes down Nande. Xen won't be able to find the Queen of Pain. Stoikov is dancing around him right now. There's an Ember trying to teleport away with the Remnant down. He wanted to go quickly into the base and then return with the Remnant, finish off the Queen of Pain, and instead you are going to the graveyard and not the fountain. It's an ultra kill for Shad. Shad the Beast.
That was perfect.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Where did Radiant's middle tower go? Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Kaori's in a bit of trouble here. That was very far from optimistic. No bash stun on Kidaro. Even Yayo can't deal with this TA right now. Like, Shad is just celebrating in the front lines. EL does find Miksa though. Burns out the mana from the Mars. They need to get Shad into business. Trying to clean up those illusions, but having a bit of issues with it. Yayo gets hit by the meld bash. The Sonic Wave is there. Ember is low. 200 HP. Jumping around. Gets killed by a Mjolnir proc. And Nande is going to get focused down to, and it does feel like Pipsqueak+4. If they cannot now kill off Shade, there's a chance to kill the TA, but he's got to play this super careful with that shard active. He goes invis on Doppelwalk. If they cannot win OG in a fight anymore, it might just be the end of the road. And now they picked up a gem as well on the Dark Willow, so they will see and counter that PL shard.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah. Get up.
You want me? Come
Yeah, you
get
can see
me.
how hard it is for Nande to approach these fights. The fun fact is Nande was like, what was he, 4-1, 4-0 in this game, and I was 4-5. He's been unable to kill anybody since the pre-20 minutes. Another Roshan has spawned. They quickly went in there, but they spot Kaori. Trying to clean up a wave. They just need Daze to be nearby. He's the one who's carrying the gem. I'll take that Kaori. And Yayo does target Shad. Shad pops his BKB instantly. Stands his ground. Yayo gonna get stunned up. He does get the Stampede off. Daze is gonna go down on Nande. He's on the full run now. They need to win this fight. They need to. They dodge the Sonic Wave. And they take down the Elder Titan. Nande will find a double for himself. Kidaro will go down to Shad. Miksa is nearby. Still has the arena and the fight. He'll drop the arena down. They spear one down. It's on Yayo. And Nande's also in there, fully committed. But tries to finish the TA off and does get him. Xen will get the kill. Terrorizes there. Do they see the PL? They do. They have the gem carrier in the fight. Gets speared away. And Nande looks like he's just going to escape. They will not get this Roche either. Xen finds Stoikov. And Daze will take it to the very last moments. Miksa's trying to clean up the Ember. Tried to have enough damage with the spear, but they've got glimmers. They've got solar crests. They got everything to keep Xen alive. Kidaro claims the gem, and Pipsqueak will claim Roshan. Aegis and the banner.
Radiant took down Roshan.
Signs of life when they needed it most. Nande almost doubling his kills since the early mid game. Oh, this is turning into a marathon of a game.
I love it.
Series ain't even over. Like I said, they needed to win that one team fight versus OG. And now you probably have worth for at least 2 or 3 more team fights. At least now you get into the territory of we can start farming up for buybacks and guarantee at least 2 team fights in this game. If they lost that previous battle there, that would have been a high ground push and 1 or 2 lanes of racks down and buybacks forced. And then the next team fight would have ended the game. So at least they bought themselves more time for 2 more fights instead of just 1. Meanwhile, you got a co-op still at 23, getting closer to that 25. You could get some more Sonic Wave damage. You could get a cooldown reduction on your Blink as Xen with the Haste Rune finds Nixa. Shad is also there. The Silence from the Queen of Pain. And the Terrorize from Daze. They're in perfect position. Oh my goodness, Xen. Oh, how does he live through all of that? 400 HP remaining. Stoikov burnt his Sonic Wave on it though. Nixa, beautiful arena placement. Kentaro deleted. 2-man spear there as well. And they will look for Kaori. They'll look for Yayo if they could just take him down. Snap with the instant buyback. TPing right into the battle. Mortimer's Kisses tries to slow everybody up as Nande's in the backline. Takes down Lilith. But that PL is also struggling. He gets clipped. He gets clipped from the Hurricane Pike. Shad BKB pop. Fights against Kaori. Die back on the Snapfire. Nande is low. Shad is low. And Shad blinks away. And Nande is burning. But he's got that Aegis. He still has a second life to go with. Shad is hesitant, but he wants to go in. He'll take down the Aegis. Life number 1 gone. No stop. Earth Splitter is still available. The Silence is there. And look how he melts. Oh, that's a pile of garbage right there as they set it aflame. OG took maybe 1 second to take that PL down on the second life.
Radiant's bottom tower's got problems.
And the fact that the whole fight starts off with the Ember surviving with 400 HP, but he also had to spend all of his defensive resources just to get the hell out of that fight, meant that it was a 4v5 to begin with.
I love it when I resist.
Yep. Willow will get a shard as well. Really good pickup, even if there are still BKBs in play. They're pinging Kaori. He is under vision too, and also just cleaning up the wave. And yeah, that Snapfire is done for. He has no idea that they're showing up this deep. I mean, they just took the Tormentor, but they're probably thinking they're coming down top. Instead, OG came through the gate.
What a bounty!
this
Yep.
hurt? A mysterious force.
They are completely blind on the map. Pipsqueak+4. They don't know anything right now. The smoke up from OG to cross this triangle. Get the info that they need. Picking up a couple flowers by the looks of it too. XN is also picking up those greater healing lotuses. Please, somebody pick them up. Yeah, they're actually in the fountain. Yeah, Kaori's going to pick that one up, so he's going to be the healing battery. Plus 900 ain't a bad way to keep that PL alive a bit longer with that doppelganger cooldown. Smoke runs out on OG. Yayo's coming in. Kaori's also really nearby. They're on the edge of popping that smoke, and Yayo gets the stun to start things off, and it's on the Shad, but a beautiful spear coming in from Mixa. Right into Kidaro, and also Yayo in the middle of the fight, but they're going to take down Kidaro and Jakiro. He's going to be the one falling first. Now XN jumping away as well, and he almost ends up stunning his buddy. Meanwhile, Mixa is getting targeted right now, but the quad zone are going to get the jump on Nanda. Here comes Shad as well for damage. They're looking for the PL kill, and he's down to 600, but he's going to be able to run away for now. Stoikov still on the high ground position as well, ready to get in with that blink cooldown. Constantly looking for angles, and they'll take down Kaori. Holding that high ground position. Another trap will show what's going on. Shad was looking for the meld strike to bash and cancel that TP. Nande gets away, but OG another win in their books. That scan also shows the hero on the escape. They'll probably find out sooner or later that the hero has teleported away, but there's a double catapult wave coming down top.
Regeneration.
Unfortunate for OGs that those respawn timers are really short in such Pipsqueak. They're setting up Ember. They're coming through the gate. They've seen him under vision. They see him again. They know exactly where he is. For a watcher, gets silenced by Stoikov. Where's the follow-up on it, though? XN is really slow to jump away. Okay, Stoikov goes in, and nobody else was really on point to follow right after. He went a bit in too early. Yeah, think about just his inventory of items. How much mana does his spells cost? 725 mana just to use Pipe, Refresher, Yules, and BKB in itself. Then you add all the items. Then you add that, like you said, PL doing a bit of damage, burning a slight bit of mana. This Mars needs, like, at least 2,500 mana. So...
Conceal yourselves.
Oh, so we're in this game too. This is still a reminder for all of you folks who are only been just tuning in now. Pipsqueak+4. If they lose this game, they're out. They need to tie this one up. Stretch into a game number 3. OG 1 win. They will play in the semi-finals later on today. I think that game was scheduled to start at 20:30 CEST, so currently the time being 12. That game is scheduled to start in 8 hours. Well, depends if they play a game 3 or not. That's really up to Pipsqueak if they still have it in them.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
think just the shock value of Bloodthorn and casting a Spirit Lance on a TA might just be enough. Yeah. Shield rune for Yayo. That's a 7,000 HP Centaur now. Is there any Yules on the side of OG? Yeah, they have a couple of Yules. They can just dispel that shield right away. They're coming in with a wraparound. Yayo in the front. Quap has already initiated jump in onto the Ember Spirit, but the backline's going to get struck really hard. Shan is there, no, but they're stunned before he gets any damage out. Yayo with the BKB, his shield is now burned through. Lilith is dying, Denny's is dead. OG down to 3. ET coming with a buyback. Dexter, he's low on HP as well. 800 remaining, and Eel is getting to work. Beautiful ice pad from Kitaro, and there's the Bloodthorn onto Shad, and Shad's still standing, but not long enough. And Pipsqueak+4 are cleaning house. They haven't lost a single member of their team until now. Stoikov will take one, but XN with the triple. And what a wraparound. What a bait play. XN shows himself at the river in the middle lane, and Pipsqueak get a perfect pincer move. They strike right behind while the Quap goes in here. That is just textbook. Oh, all right, we're getting ourselves a real game here. 52 minutes into the game number 2, and it is completely undecided. Ages for the PL cheese and a refresher on the Ember Spirit. Love it when a team really fights for their life here in an elimination game.
That was perfect.
And you said this is XN's best hero, this Ember Spirit. He has absolutely performed.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Now it comes to play. Now it comes into play, right? I've played a ton of Snapfire Core, and this is like, you can already feel the impact on level 20. Just the sheer damage that it does in that one quick go. You wait for the fight to start, and then you blink in, pop your little shredder, and you've kind of already done your job. Or you can just start with, you know, the classic Mortimer's Kisses, then blink in and get your burst out.
Bringing the pain is the bad thing.
Never refuse gold given.
Eight buybacks. OG only has 3. Nande will make his presence known here on the high ground. These illusions are almost struggling to push, but as soon as you start massing them up, they start to work a lot better. That's another 200 unrepairable damage. Or irreparable, that's the word I wanted to use.
Deceptive rune of invisibility.
Pressure cue for Yayo. Finally, we're going to get the Ags on Kidaro. He's been going full on, let's help this PL win this game for us build, and now he wants to have an impact too. So these supports are getting really scary on the side of Pipsqueak. The same thing could be said for a Dark Willow later on, because, you know, can still build an Ags on Dark Willow, dish out single target damage. But I do feel like when you're playing against the PL lineup, single target damage kind of feels a bit awkward. Add the all there. Yeah, absolutely. Stoikov. The Illusion's bullying him here. They are mostly just doing damage to the tower. Good control for Pipsqueak. Yep. I only have a minute left on that Aegis, but during that Aegis, they have been sieging with illusions. Nande is just sitting outside of the base. He keeps spawning new illusions from these camps and continues to send them OG's way. Most of them manage to expire, but at least he can keep spamming the Mantas in there. Mid is already halfway. Top is almost halfway. Bottom is also a quarter in.
A tool to teach.
Start to feel the heartbeat. All right, OG want to do something now. Aegis is out. They revealed the smoke as well. The Queen of Pain showed herself. Casting on that creep wave. They will lose this tier 3 tower in the top lane if they don't defend it. Ember deep in. We'll pop the smokes. Not in range for them to jump. Plus, there's the vision advantage on this cliff, so OG can't just barge into this side of the triangle. That would be a suicide mission. Base has been scouted. That's a very nice ward showing. Won't be able to catch him, though. They've also placed their vision down in the lanes and in the river, but that's not where Pipsqueak is playing. Another smoke. Look at this. We're getting to that territory now. We're getting there. KR is actually going to be the one to win the game.
Haste.
It's also true, but considering the amount of resources you're spending to take down a Snapfire, and then Nande gets to do whatever he wants. I honestly feel like getting that Snapfire out of the way is more important than anything. Not even Nande. Just that snap. Alright, every single buyback is up, and we're getting to 60-minute neutrals territory. I think like in 30 seconds. Let's do a bit of a count. Let's get our chat to involve in this as well. Type the number of Helm of the Undyings you think will be in this game. 9. Honestly, I think PL would like to have it, though. Oh, yeah, true. It actually works that way. Yeah, right. Sticky and Desolator, yeah. Does it stack with a regular Deso? Separate debuff instances as OG's gonna take the fight right away, but Mixa is gone! They've lost their Mars, he'll have to buy back, and Shad is trying to retreat with that BKB, and Hurricane pikes himself to safety. That's already one down, and Daze is still protected by that Glimmer. Timely save. Big kill for Pipsqueak. Daze is trying to go for the D-Ward. Got the Shadow Realm off before the Bloodthorn connected. Sneaks up, refreshes, gets the Hex out onto the Ember. Just trying to clean up these PL illusions. Probably gonna diminish in value because everybody's gonna get rich. That's when you just make sure you have money to have your buyback. That's the most important thing. There's so many items to be built here. Refresher, Swift Link queued up on the PL, Hex for the Jakiro. We're wanting an Aeon Disc, and there's no Nullifier on the side of OG, so that Aeon Disc can be a hell of an item on this Ember. All right, let's see. PL went for the Helm of the Undying. It's a second on Kaori. Haven't seen any other pop up yet. A Feverish Fallen Sky for the Ember. Cooldown reduction. Very nice. Yep, it's like an extra weapon. That's the attack speeds. Attack speed and the increased magic attack damage. He did go for the Helm, Harry.
Dire's middle tower is under attack! Rose has fallen to Radiant.
Yuri has also gone for the audacious Helm of the Undying, so now Snap can just happily sacrifice himself in the front and continue if you get a second Lil Shredder off. Honestly, I think Snap should just go for Refresher and just pop a double barrage of Lil Shredders. That's all. Honestly, I think that's better than the BKB. That is also true. That is also true. Yeah, and also the arena walls will block some of your projectiles. It's in the wrong spot. I think that's one good thing the Mars is in this game for OG, because it does hurt the Snapfire scaling because of how the arena mechanics work. All right. And attack range. Cast range for traps is pretty meh, but the attack range in general for your melt strikes. I mean, if you look at that, I mean, well, cast range for Fallen Sky, sure, yeah, you can reposition really nicely. What else do we have? We have a Minotaur Horn on the Queen of Pain with some attribute buffs. Found a Jakiro. And he also gets a... Wow. You get a 64-minute Tormentor Shard, and you... Oh, he went for the dual breath damage and range. Ah, you could have gone for the percentage-based damage on these abilities, man. It even hurts on the supports. Well, looks like he's just gonna be in the fights using his abilities above his right click. I'm so bummed. I am, because this is like one of the best 25 talents out there, not gonna lie.
Yeah, coin.
It's the ability's ass. Yes. Or you can just kill the Mars with your right clicks. Yeah, just kill him, you know? Yeah, you need the attack speed. That buffs your right click, which needs your crit. And you need the protection to use that, and the positioning to do so. And I guess Butterfly is a mix of one item and another item, so I guess that's the smart choice to go for. Just leave the Butterfly in the backpack now. Got a Wind Waker now also ready on the Dark Willow. Ready at hand. It's also pretty good in a PL game that you can still click your ally portraits to cast that ability instead of having to worry about, oh, there's PL illusions everywhere. Like, these guys know how to click portraits already.
Someone better help Dire's middle tower.
Yep, and he goes in and he attacks. Can he get him? Oh my god, Yayo saves that Aegis. With just the card. With just the card. Now he's regenerating back up. And you know what the worst case could have been? He dies right in front of the Centaur who popped this card. And then his grave is there, so then they can focus the Centaur away, and then they might not have a tool to save him. It might have even forced out refreshers and all. Daro, get a blink away. Despite the Bramble Maze being placed down. They don't have vision on the cliff anymore. Exen going in deep. Ace is also getting slowed by the Stampede and the Remnants being thrown in, but he has the Wind Waker. Queen of Pain, trying to force out her BKB. A lot of Remnant jumps from Exen, and he refreshes for 5 more. BKB popped up, Melt Strike from Shannon. They will almost take him down. The Ember survived with the smoke. 90 HP. He smoked up to save him, and he chased up. And now we're going back into this high ground push. Man, they couldn't get the Aegis. They couldn't get the Ember. And that was beautiful jumping from Exen. He used the refresher just to keep on giving vision and info. They have all buybacks as well as on the Mars, but this is hard for Pipsqueak+4. They also know it's really a game of patience. They see Yayo, or saw Yayo a moment ago. Now they definitely see him. Can they exit the base to go for him? I mean, Stoikov and Mixa have a plan. Concocting a move, but the Centaur's already moved away. I think they might set up again to find somebody here. Ketaro also shown. Traps are coming into play. Not sure if Kitaro saw it being cast, but there's definitely some pinging going on that we should attack here. There's most likely activity in this area. Not wrong. Stoikov. Oh. Kitaro. Can you get a catch on Stoikov? No, he's not going in that deep alone.
Bad things happening to Dire's middle barracks.
Mixa. Oh. But yeah. But I agree with you. It's kind of like we've resorted to as little resources as they can possibly use on that push. Stoikov's BKB and Yayo's have been burnt, and Nande getting to work on Stoikov's Queen of Pain. Stoikov is not out of it yet. He needs to refresh to get out of this one. And the chains almost kill him. Has to BKB just to get out. That chain would have killed him otherwise. Kitaro will go down to Shad. Shad with that rapier. Meanwhile, Daze spots Nande. Loading up on that terrorize. Yayo coming in with a card though, and Shad is right there. They want to break through to that centaur. They will get him. And on the peel, another Hex is there. Shad needs a few more hits to finish him off. 100 HP and he's gone. The Helm of the Undying comes into play. Kaori will drop to Daze by the looks of it, as Lelis is also here and he's gone too. The base is safe for now, but OG gotta make something happen on the map. Kaori's finally dead and XN wasn't even nearby.
Sneak attack? What for?
Yep, space created. Space created absolutely in its meaning for OG. To keep this one running, to keep this one going. Miksa's already going in aggressive. He pops that Hex on a Linken's. Ember's gonna be okay.
Under attack.
Kitaro placing down that pure damage macro fire. Chat is already on his way. Work through these buildings. Remember, he doesn't have a second life. That Aegis is not in his pocket. He knows Roche is up in 1 minute 40 seconds. He is the TA after all.
Radiant's bottom damage.
Miksa is protecting Shad with an arena, and that's actually his last arena. He does not have another. Yep, he's healing him up. 200 HP regen. Miksa did go for the victory feast above the vision. Real pain. Able to get that bottom lane fixed out. Shad getting to work. Stoikov being XN busy. Another lane to fall. Kidaro is dying to Daze here, and Kidaro just dives back on the Jakiro. They're going to give him an instant tip because nobody's willing to save the Jakiro. Would have had a couple more seconds and there would have been another Macropyre available. Mars trying to catch him with the spear, but XN already moved away. 2 lanes of racks taken. AD in the river.
Want me? Come
AD
get me.
in the river. Yeah, Shad's coming for it. Daze is baiting to pick it up. Oh.
Damage.
Nandes coming out. Daze is nearby. I think they might have seen the glimmer animation and actually find somebody else. It's the Snapfire. And the Fallen Sky into the Bell's Bash, and Kaori dead. That might have been just what they were looking for. People in the high ground. Miksa with the Queen of Pain. Battling versus XN. Battling versus Yayo, and Nande also in the mix. They're going to be finding it out with Miksa going down. Kaori coming in with buyback, and Shad still has that 80 for maybe 10 seconds. Nande is charging in.
Radiant's top tower deserves
But won't send the
just as
main
much
hero.
help as
Just the
Scar.
illusions. Just the illusions this time around. Kaori's buyback spent. Meeks as well. Roshan is up. And Mars Aegis.
Touched an Aegis once.
Because of the buyback, Mars is the one to have a second life now. Yeah. It's a good plan. So the refresher's on the Elder Titan for another Earth Splitter. And the cheese is on the Dark Willow. Second fear. Alright, what a situation we're in. Finally, OG are the ones controlling the map. Maybe for the duration of this Aegis, but at least they're out on the map after those 2 lanes of racks taken. Pipsqueak were holding OG in their base for maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Now we're upside down again. We're down under. Stoikov has a block of cheese. This is the new reworked block of cheese, which isn't as great as the one before, if I remember correct. Because this one only has a duration. There's only a buff that runs out. It's no longer the permanent 500 barrier that keeps regenerating like the Timber Axe does. Yeah, the fun fact is, this game too is taking so long that even if this is a 2-0, we almost have our second series of the day starting right after. So instead of we're getting used to the 2.5-hour waiting breaks, we might just be going straight into another series of Dota right from here. Daze, Kaori trying to clean him up there, but the Shadow Realm is keeping the Willow protected. And with the Wind Waker, moves away. Stoikov in the back line gets the Sonic Wave out onto Kentaro. The Jakiro's in trouble. Meeksa with the spear. Daze will fall in the back line to Yayo. Shad is being controlled. TA's dead. Rapier down on the deck. Meeksa is down on the edge as a dieback is imminent here. Shad's bought back. They need to try and fight this one to protect Meeksa. He's got a Wind Waker of his own. The Daze with the Terrorize caught the real PL as well. Meeksa living for now. Low on HP. Where is Shad? Shad's not here. Stoikov will throw in the Sonic Wave into the fight. Meeksa's down. Xen will die to Stoikov and Daze, but Stoikov needs to get out. The Embers on the chase. The Willow managing to blink away. Glimmer to safety. And here's Shad with an AD rune again. He didn't have one not too long ago. I mean, he had one not too long ago. And he's trying. Is he?
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. And Nande! Nani! Stuck in the river. Stoikov is nearby. And Shad is on his way. He's going to meet them. Nande fights versus Daze. Daze gets another Wind Waker off. There's the Sonic Wave. But Shad is so low and he just drops the rapiers down on the ground. Oh my god. What is going on? Yayo again saves with the cart. PL lives. Dieback on the TA. My god. I'm pretty sure that half of the OG fans probably just had a heart attack.
Look at that. Radiant's courier just got killed. Radiant's courier has been killed. Look at that. Radiant's courier just got killed.
Was it that they didn't have the Owl Pulse, or because he had a teleport on cooldown? Because TA, no Ags, no... I just looked that she had a... So he cans.
Dire's middle barracks are taking fire, which is obviously...
I saw the cooldown too. I was like, where's Shad?
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long. Dire's middle tower...
Let's see what they can do. Stoikov, Sonic Wave gets a bit of a connection there onto the PL, but that heart is regenerating him up. The Hex on the Ember. Yayo will battle it out. Stoikov is right there with another Sonic Wave. PL drops low, but not low enough yet. The Ancient is exposed, and Nanda is going straight to work. They're going to go in the gate right away. There is a glyph now. Or is it... Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Did they just destroy the Ancient at the same time?